What's up, guys? I am so very excited. I am also GamePlayer818. You guys are on my channel, and we are about to see a little bit of the open beta for Monster Hunter Wilds that comes out in February, and I am very excited about it. Mastermind, I see you. What's going on, bro? Before we do anything else, I gotta drop my alerts. A W. I've also got the W right here. Partnered with Powdered Energy Drink. If you go to their website, w.gg, and use my code GamePlayer818, you'll get 10% off of your purchase. I've also got my own YouTube channel. I've also got my own Discord server, and the link is right down there in the chat, and it's also over there if you're watching me on Twitch. To everyone on TikTok, if you would like to see me on Twitch, that's very cool. And all you got to do is look me up on twitch.tv/GamePlayer818. And for everybody watching me on Twitch, if you would like to see me on TikTok, you just got to look up at GamePlayer818. Also, I will never ask you to, and you never have to feel obligated to. But if you ever want to tip me outside of Twitch making any kind of money off of it, you just got to do !tipping in the chat. And that would be how. You just get that little Stream Elements link with my name. StreamElements.com/GamePlayer118/tips. Now that we got all that resolved and out of the way, this is going to be a relatively short stream because, again, this is an open beta. And there's really not a lot of gameplay to do in it. But I feel like I could burn through an hour. I can burn through an hour. Pretty good, I think. At the very least, I hope. But, anyway. Let's get started with this. Yeah!
Mastermind83 played LA Knight for 100 channel points.
That sounded like it was a slow react. I'll have to look into that. Now, I made a promise to a friend of mine, who some of you may know or follow on TikTok and on Twitch. A friend of mine by the name of Atomik Games. And I had promised that, yeah, it was pretty slow, that sound alert. And I had made a promise to him that I would make a character in his name and in his honor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to custom make my friend Atomik Games. And if you know Atomik Games, you know he's a wonderful man. He's a wonderful person. He's got nothing but wonderful vibes. But the part about him that is the coolest thing about him, in my opinion, physically, it's got to be here somewhere, because I know I saw it. There it is. Atomik Games has a bitchin' pink mohawk. And his mohawk is awesome. I compliment it every time I see it. And every time I see it, I always feel good about myself because that mohawk exists. Atomik Games, if you were in my stream, hope I'm doing your mohawk justice. I, at the very least, hope. Just making sure everything is running good everywhere before I keep going. There we go. Yeah, I got the mohawk all nice and good. He's got the skin. Believe he has like brownish eyes. He usually wears glasses, but I don't think I can put glasses on him. So, you know, we're just gonna sort of leave it like that as is. We do have to fix the facial hair, though, because the most facial hair he has is pretty much a goatee like that. There we go. Got to give him some definition because, as we all know, Atomic, big, strong, good vibe man. I feel like I should point out I do plan on making this a YouTube video, and I'm probably going to share it to him. I don't think he knows that part yet, but he'll find out. There he is. Now I got to make sure I got some voice stuff. Nope. That should be pretty good. He does seem like he's got that confident level of clothing. Innerwear. No. I feel like you'd try to dress up like a pirate like this if you could help it. There we go. Now his palico, I'm going to random it and see if I can find something good. No. That'll be pretty cool. Please avoid content that is illegal, offensive, personal, or that could infringe on others' rights. Atomik. I mean, that little palico sort of looks like a leopard, so we'll call him Leo. Yeah. So since some of you might not really be familiar with the gameplay behind Monster Hunter, I've got no problem displaying all the tutorials. And we can get sort of started with that. Display all. Whether or not tutorials display more than others, yeah, that's fine. Confirm and quit. Yep. So yeah, it's officially the start of the open beta at this juncture. However, typically the open beta was for me over the last 3 days because I have PlayStation Plus and I was able to do that. But now this is the part where the open beta is available to everyone, and we're going to get started a little bit with that. I'm excited for this. I can't wait for February to come out. Also, again, for everybody watching, it's October 31st, 2024. Have a wonderful Halloween. Hope you got a lot of candy. This is going to be a really short stream. I'm excited for this. I am so excited for this. Seems a certain monster I forced him to flee. Attacked his village. Unfortunately, the underground tunnel used to make this escape collapse. Another reason I am excited is because there's weapons that I've seen a little bit of gameplay of, but I haven't tried yet. And I'm going to use this little playthrough as a way of trying out a new weapon that I haven't really done before. Because typically I'm a longsword user, which is basically a katana. If you need any more sign that katanas and me are really good friends, if you're looking at the frame where I am right now, just look right over there. You will see Fukushu, my katana that is translated into English for vengeance. That is sitting right over there on the closet door. But I want to try something different, especially considering Atomic Games is a streamer friend of mine, and I cannot stress this enough. I would love to be playing or streaming, or at the very least playing Monster Hunter anything with him, because he's a great guy with good vibes. Okay, there's a kid. Interesting.
As soon as we find a good spot, we can get things set up and ready to go. And then we can get started. I hope we find it soon.
Sandworms!
Exceptionally agitated. Maybe chasing something. It's a person!
Let me tie my hair back for this real quick.
That's alright. Can you reach it? Let's try.
Well, damn! Main mission 1, Desert Trotters. I'm literally surrounded by Beetlejuice-looking sandworms. Woof! Oh, this is awesome. I also want to make sure I upload. No, not that. Finally! I'm gonna shout him out real quick. Well, that's a great sword.
Shout out to Atomik Game Z.
Yeah, if you're not already following Atomic Games, follow him. He is a lovely individual. He's got great vibes, good games, a badass pink mohawk, and a chill personality. Yeah, I think sandworms count as inhabitants. Sacred. I believe those are the bird dinosaurs I was riding.
Releasing supplies. I'll keep an eye on these two. We'll move it on.
All right. So, anybody that's in my chat right now, um, see if I can find some good offense. Switch Axe. Guarding, none. Lets you morph into two modes. Axe mode has better reach while sword mode features faster attacks. You know what? Switch Axe is also a splody weapon, and I feel like Atomic would get a kick out of using splody things. So you know what? Let's do some splody stuff. Switch Axe it is.
Once you've got a feel for the weapon, why not?
Ooh. All right. The power of Splody is strong with me. Use that to mount your sacred, and you will move automatically towards your objective. Oh! So it sort of lets me auto-direct my way to things. Use L during auto move to see your sacred during using manual movement. You will return to auto move after some time with no input, or you can reactivate it with that. Okay. Also, to everybody that's in my stream right now, cheers to you. It's gonna be that sounded ooh, that was interesting. Well, this just got interesting. Is that a frog? Fight 1 and Chatacabra. Alright. I say it's a frog. A really beefy, armored... Oh! Alright. Time to beat up Kermit's ugly cousin. Switch to sword mode with that. You can do powerful attacks in sword mode by consuming the switch gauge. Recovers it. Okay, so in axe mode, I recover energy, and in sword mode, I explode it out. For anybody who wants to know how a switch axe works. Side effects may include it sounding like you're ripping through an enemy with a chainsaw. So if you're squeamish or don't like the sound of chainsaws or Texas Chainsaw Massacre, this might not be the weapon for you. But as you can see, a little bit below my health bar, I am recovering the sword. Nope. The only weakness with splody weapons like this is it takes up your durability of a weapon a lot. Hold L2 to activate focus mode. This mode allows you to attack the direction of a target using that. Okay, so... Oh! That looked nasty! Oh, damn! But again, remember, keep an eye on your weapon's durability because you can't use it if it's too badly damaged. I want to make sure this thing is nice and sharp before I get started. Oh, wait, no, never mind. R1 will... Okay. Oh, there we go. Oof. So, Kermit does not want to play nice. Oh! In axe mode, hold that to unleash axe off at rising dash. Large damage if you time it well and successfully offset an attack. During sword mode, I can use that. If you can then perform a double slash. Areas, variety of other attacks specific to each weapon apart from the ones introduced. Try out different moves starting with a tutorial on the previous page. Okay. Alright. That's cool to know. Nothing says of loving fun time like explodies. After a quest begins, you can send SOS flares to request help from other players. You can form parties of up to 4 people. This is important for anybody who gets stuck on something and needs help. And there's nothing wrong with asking for help. If a certain amount of time passes after an SOS flare was sent, but no other players hunt, then support hunters will come to your aid. Support hunters are hunters from other units of the expedition team. They'll help you on hunts until other players can fill out your party's ranks. SOS prioritize players when the party's full of play can switch places with the support hunter. I will say, though, the one downside to firing an SOS flare is if one of the people who comes for help dies, it reflects on you. And the more you die, the more the less rewards you get for the end of a quest if you're able to complete it. So if you're trying to farm parts off of a monster and someone dies, that person dying that isn't you could reflect onto that. So, be careful. Nothing wrong with asking for help, but be careful who you ask for help, Oh, damn! The splodies on this thing are fun. So if you see what I'm looking for, you see those glowing red spots on the frog guy, right? That's where focus mode is telling me to aim because those are wounds. Those are the parts that hurt the most that are probably bleeding a little bit. There we go. Come on. Boom! Okay, I see a little skull icon on the mini map, so that tells me he's close to done. Like, yeah, well, I'm not done with you. Get back here. I just whistled for that thick bird thing. Where'd it go? There you are. Now, this gets covered later on in the game. When you deal with monsters like this, you usually have the option of either killing it or capturing it with the help of traps and tranquilizer bombs. It's harder to kill, and it's more of a brag if you kill it, but if you capture it, you get more stuff. But I know if it lets us make trank bombs, or freaking what is it? Traps yet to capture. End quest immediately. A guild certificate awarded to those who have hunted a Chatacabra, used to make equipment. Okay. By parts and stuff used to make things, it usually means like bones, scales, other specific parts of set monster to make either armor or upgrade your weapons. I do 100% plan on streaming Monster Hunter Wilds when it comes out, so if anybody wonders what I'm going to be streaming in a few months, that. Yep, I exploded it. I don't know if I will use the Switch Axe when I am streaming, though. I know I'll have a main character and I'll have a character that I stream for you guys to watch. I don't know if I'll be using the Switch Axe for that one, but I figure this gives me the opportunity to try a new weapon, because when I did Monster Hunter World, I was playing with the Gun Lance, which is a different approach than the longsword I typically use for my own personal enjoyment. So once I get through this, and once I have some time to figure out what kind of weapon I'm going to use in Wilds when it actually comes out, I'll probably use, I don't know. I might even leave it up to chat, like, hey, what weapon do you want to see me use for this character? I don't think any of you would have any objection to that, because you get to pick how I kick some ass. Aw, that's nice. Okay, so apparently this is their sign of a bow. Just gripping your hands like this.
I mean, it's not. It's a beautiful new world. I'm Alma. The others and I are human. Search. And from a place far out west.
And since this game is going to be huge, I do suspect that we are probably going to be collabing with people. Like, there's going to be so many people streaming this, they're going to be working with other people. I can tell. You can't prove otherwise either. I can freaking tell that this is going to be huge.
You're so intelligent. You really can think for us that far.
Where is your village?
Would you happen to know of a tribe called the Keepers? I see. Oh, that's okay. I actually have enough friends here for this happening. These people, they're called the Keepers.
And what happened back there?
Oh, right. They must have really surprised you over there.
Yep.
Wonderful. Especially since it's supposed to protect others from large creatures. You're making the understanding that they're never to be brandished with other people, of course.
Never mind used against other people.
Only granted special permission are allowed to use them.
Yeah, well, you know. Little unhinged.
Oh, dear.
Little bit good at beating up the monsters. Also, anybody who's currently watching this on TikTok, thank you very much for checking me out. I appreciate you all. Make sure you like and share the video. Try to rope more people in. All right. Thank you for playing. That's not all of it. Was the opening chapter of the story? Well, that came from the Flores. From this point out, you're free to explore the Windward Plains. We hope you enjoy the expansive world of hunting and adventure that awaits in Monster Hunter Wilds. There's more to it than that. There is another monster that we can hunt. And I know what that monster is, too.
If the friend second is true, there's monsters that nest temporarily here in the plains. As it's likely to travel in the path, we've been authorized to deal with the threat before it gets out of control.
Yup. Dashaguma sometimes acts in packs. It can be very dangerous to hunt multiple monsters at once. The key to success is to make use of your surroundings. Try firing a large dung pod at your slinger with your slinger slider pack of Dashaguma so you can focus on hunting its alpha. So I'm throwing shit at them. It sounds gross, it sounds gnarly, but that basically is what it is. Like, you do essentially just fire little shitballs at monsters to scare some of them away. It's a good way of isolating a monster by itself. Alright. The lobby's been open, allowing you to play multiplayer with other players. Check the... Okay. Okay, so this is another good thing about Monster Hunter that she was talking about. Not to change of equipment. 14 types of 14 weapon types that a hunter can use on a hunt, each with its own unique... Okay, we already know that. You can equip a primary and a secondary weapon. Go to change equipment to select the weapons that fit your needs. Press the add arrow button to select your secondary weapon, the Sacred's Weapon Sling. Okay. So, whenever I make a character, and I've proved this in Monster Hunter Wilds, I go for an up-close weapon and a far-away weapon. And the far-away weapon usually complements the up-close weapon I'm using. Like when you saw me using the gun lance, I had a heavy bow gun as well, because not just firepower, but the ability to block. Right? That I use a long sword. I got stuttering a little bit, I'm sorry. I use a long sword for this, for my main character, and that usually goes with either a light bow gun for, or bow and arrow, just for the sake of mobility and or, high firepower. So this time we're going to use the heavy bow gun, because I feel like that would complement a little bit of the splody of the switch axe, as well as having some firepower that could back it up. Mount the Sacred. Alright. Let's get started by figuring out how much fun it is to find these Dashaguma. Okay, so I gotta beat that thing up. Oof! So much more firepower in the light bow gun than it was in World and Rise. Well, they're not around right now, so I think I'm safe to just keep shooting. That was close! Damn, this thing is not playing nice. Well, then again, I am shooting at him with a gun, so that doesn't exactly help my case. Vitality. I saw Vitality. Where? Oh, it's right there. Okay, one of the ways you can heal that doesn't involve using your potions is those weird flower things called Vitality. You just interact with them, and then boom, it lets out the same type of gas that Vigor Wasps use to heal you. Vigor Wasps are little bugs that your Palico or your little cat friend can coat you with that can restore your health. It's like a healing bee. You can also switch the type of ammo you use when you're using a bowgun like this, light or heavy. Like there's piercing ammo for piercing through a monster and doing more and more damage as you slowly go through it. There's spread ammo, which works like a shotgun shell that spreads and hits more parts of a monster at once. There's sticky ammo that sticks to a monster and then explodes. Whole different type of ways to go after a monster when you're shooting at him with a gun. Or bowgun in this case. And there's two types of bowguns, the light bowgun and the heavy bowgun. The light bowgun is better for mobility and stuff. Heavy bowgun is better for firepower and it has the option of blocking if you mod it correctly. I'll fire an SOS to see if I can get some help. I also haven't died yet, so my odds of getting through this in one piece are relatively good. Just checking everything on my phone, making sure everything's going good. Alright, everything's going good. Okay, so you saw that disgusting looking brown smell, right? Well, that brown smell is firing a dung pod, as it's called in the game. Or as we would call it, just a little shitball. Like a dingleberry. It got struck by lightning. Uh-oh. Oh, so the Palico can make shock traps. Interesting. Well, yeah, the fun fact about shock traps is they're used with thunderbugs as well as trapdoors that you can buy from any item salesman from a settlement, like we were just at before we went after this thing. And there's two different types of traps. There's shock traps and there's pitfall traps. Pitfall traps make monsters fall into holes. Shock traps sort of electrocute and stun monsters. And once you get a monster into a trap, you usually use trank bombs. It usually takes about 2 to make a monster weak enough to stop moving, and then you capture the monster. but they don't work immediately when you start going after a monster. Like, you have to really, really, really beat the crap out of it in order to get anything done. Okay, so he's close to dead. So there's a little skull icon on the mini-map all the way over there, or if you're watching on TikTok, over there, in the bottom left corner of the screen. And that's basically a way of saying, hey, the monster is close to done. You can either capture it if you have the option of doing so, or the materials you need to do so, like traps and trank bombs, or you can kill, or it's close to death, and you can just, you know, murk it. Oof. Some weapons have the option of mounting a monster, meaning you can sort of ride on it and do damage with it bit by bit by bit to try and knock it onto the ground. I will say it thrashes around a lot more in this than it did in Worlds and Wilds. Oh, I shot it in the no-no square. That was an accident. I'm sorry. I know I'm trying to stop you and kill you, but that's no excuse to shoot you in your no-no area. You know it's bad to shoot someone in that general area if even Cartman for South Park is telling you don't do it. Be sure to replenish your... Before taking on a new hunt, be sure to replenish your items at the base camp. Also, nothing beats a hearty meal before challenging a formidable monster. Replenish your items at your tent or pop-up camp with transfer items. You can also use materials to craft recovery items such as potions. You can make meals using the item portable grill, barbecue grill, or at your tent. Eating a meal will temporarily increase your health and other stats. You can start a field survey by dealing a certain amount of damage to a monster out in the field, or by selecting its icon on the map. Alright. That is about the end of it. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining me on this little adventure. I hope you guys had as much fun watching some Monster Hunter stuff as I did playing it. So what we are going to do now is we are going to look for someone to raid. Let me see who is live right now. Oh, Lootland Gaming. I mean, we are making a video based off of my friend Atomic Games. So why not? Let's go deal with our friend Lootland Gaming. So I will give them a quick shout out.
Shout out to
Gaming,
Rudland
also
Gaming.
wonderful people. If you're not already following them, follow them. And that about covers it. But yeah, until next time, have yourselves a wonderful night.